Hi everybody. Today we're going to customize some type to make a unique logo. This logo was originally designed by a former student, Dara Rifkin, in Illustrator, and this is going to provide us with a lot of advanced Illustrator skills. So let's start with a new file, and we're going to make this a custom size today, 7 inches wide, 5 inches tall. And if you're using centimeters, those measurements are 17.78 and 20.7. Say create. We'll start with the type tool, and it's going to fill roughly this space, give a generous margin, and we're going to use the word rock. And the font is Industry. Ultra is the weight, which is must be very, very bold weight, and 120 points. If you don't have Industry Ultra on your computer, you can go to Adobe Fonts if you have a Creative Cloud membership and just activate Industry Ultra. If you don't have a Creative Cloud account right now, that's okay. Just use a bolder black weight of a sans serif font. So now we're going to, in order to customize these, we're going to take them away from being a type form to a shape. And we'll do that using the Type, Create, Outlines menu. And this is now one group. And so we want to ungroup. And we're going to focus on the R. So we'll zoom in to our R so we can see it. And I can also use the hand tool to optimize the position of the R on the screen. And if we wanted to just select the R, as you know, we'd choose the black selection tool. But we want to click on particular points on the R, this one in particular. So we'll take the white direct selection tool, click on the lower point of this upper curve, grab the round end, the handle, and position that in the top anchor point. And then we'll do the opposite with the handle of the top point and drag it to the lower point. And now we're going to do exactly the same thing in this lower curve. And the objective here is to make our R look more like a rock wall, okay? And if you want a little bit more practice doing that, you could do the same thing to the curves and corners of the O and even the C. But in the interest of time for this video, we're going to stick with just adjusting the R. Now I'm going to click on the R and press Command 2. You know, since we're at this point in learning the software skills, you probably remember that's how you lock an object into position. Next step, we're going to draw a jagged line on this edge of the R using the pen tool. And we have to set up the pen tool to have no fill. So we'll do the little bent arrow and then click on the stroke color and make it magenta so we can see what we're doing. So in the book, in the printed book, I think that's page 181, and it's probably around 183 in the PDF version. You can follow along to Dara's line because she just built this brilliant jagged line that has even holds for the figure's feet. So I'm going to try to get as close to that as I can. And by the way, yours does not have to be perfect. We are, this is all about learning, okay, not perfection. Now the next thing I'm going to do after I finish getting that jagged line to the bottom of the R is I'm going to click to the left a little bit and then click up and close the path, okay, at the top of the R. That creates a closed path so that I can fill that shape and then click on the upper square and make it white. And so let's click off, and that looks great, doesn't it? Okay, so the next thing I'll do is press Command minus, give myself a little bit more space, because now we are going to place the figure. So File, I've already downloaded Rock Climber to a logo project folder, And now I'll say File, Place. And you can get these files on the Bloomsbury Graphic Design Essentials book resources page, and you just have to click on a file name and then download it to your desktop. Press enter. So the next thing I'll do is underneath the rotate tool is the scale tool. And now I'm going to scale this graphic of the rock climber down a little bit. And I want the top of the line to be at the top of the R and the bottom of the climber's line to be at the bottom of the R. And so I will press Command R and drag a guide. That's pretty good at the top. And I need to just add a little bit of length for the bottom. Let's see how that is. I'm using my arrow keys at the keyboard to make adjustments, fine-tuning adjustments. And I really think we've got it. It's just that I'm a little bit low here and a little bit low here and high here. Just try to nudge that into position. Does this happen to you too sometimes? And then we can turn off the guides by just selecting them or pressing Command semicolon. Okay. Command 0, we can see our entire design. This is looking good. So next thing we'll do is change the color of the font to the BU red. So we have to unlock the R, hold the Shift key down, select the OCK, and now I will show you how to find Pantone colors in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so here's the process. Window, swatch libraries, color books, choose Pantone solid coded, and then I've already test driven this demo. So I've got the BU brands PMS number 186 already plugged in, and I'll accept, let me see, I'll accept that by double clicking on it. But I do want to show you without the number 186 in there, this is what you might encounter. And these are the views that I prefer for when I'm searching for Pantone colors. So I like to have this find field option if I know the number already, and then small list view as it provides a lot of information that you would want as you're looking for Pantone numbers. Okay, so we've been working in Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop, and they all have access to Pantone numbers in the software, but they're in different places. So you can always refer to that information in chapter 2 of the book to find those options. Okay, I'm going to move my little climber a little bit closer. And now just 2 more things to do, 2 more pieces of copy to add. We are going to add the word climbing for the climbing club, the BU Rock Climbing Club. We're going to make it right aligned and make the size of the font 36 and position that to the right edge of the K. Okay. And then with our type tool one more time, we are going to type in Boston University. And this font is going to be Avenir and book weight and 18 points. Okay, and that's going to be left aligned and aligned to the right edge of the R. Okay, and then we're going to click on Boston University and click on climbing, and then using the eyedropper tool, make them the same blue as the graphic. And we're done. So well done on your advanced Illustrator skills, and I'll see you again for our next video, which is InDesign and Photoshop advanced skills.